Hello, my name is Tiffany Sonye, and today in this Access tutorial, I will show you how to create SQL queries. Let's consider the following scenario. The library director has requested a data sheet that provides details on the library's inventory of books using Access software. The purpose of this tutorial is to aid team members in becoming familiar with and creating queries using SQL. The goal of this tutorial is to become familiar with structured query language in Access and use it to query and update a database. By the end of this module, you will be able to do the following: to change the font size for SQL queries and to create queries involving criteria. SQL provides users with the capability of querying a relational database. SQL requires the use of commands such as select, from, and where. It uses these commands to update tables and to retrieve data from tables. These commands to retrieve data are called queries. The following steps create a query that will list book code, title, and price, and it will use a comparison operator. Let's get started. The first thing that I would like to show is how to change the font size. The default size is 8 for these queries, which can be hard to read. So it may be useful to increase the font size to 10 so that we can easily read our queries. This can be done in a few simple steps. First, we will go to File and choose Options. And we will go to Object Designers. And then here under Query Design, we will change our size font of the font to 10. And also change the font. I will leave it as it is. Then click OK. Now let's create an SQL query. When you query a database using SQL, you type commands in a blank window rather than filling in the design grid. When the command is complete, you can view your results just as you do with queries you create using the design grid. To create a new SQL query, we will go to the Create tab and choose Query Design. You can close the Show table. Now, under Query Tools and Design, we will go to View and choose SQL View. The command begins with a select clause, as you see here, which consists of the word select followed by a list of those fields that you want to include. After entering in those fields, the next command contains a from clause, which consists of the word from followed by a list of the table or tables involved in the query. Finally, there is an optional where clause, which consists of the word where, followed by any criteria that the data you want to retrieve must satisfy. For this first example, I will not use the where clause. To complete the command, it ends with the semicolon, which is the text that will appear on the separate and final line. To view the results, we will go to Design and Run. And here are our results. Now let's begin another query. In the following steps, we will use a comparison operator to list the book code, title, and the price of the book that is less than $15. Just as before, I have entered in my select and from commands. Using a comparison operator also makes use of the where command. Now, since I want to show my results where the price of the book is less than $15, I have chosen the field price, and then less than 15 is the criterion that we will use. Again, the final line has the semicolon. And let's run the results, just as we did before. And here we see our titles where the price is less than $15. This will conclude the tutorial on creating SQL queries. You have learned how to change the font size for SQL queries, use SQL commands, and use a comparison operator. Thank you for viewing this tutorial.